Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Sorry if I sound a little bit under the weather. I do definitely have a cold, but it's not going to stop me from making some videos. Today we're taking a look at an older figure. Picked this up from Amazon. This is the Magic Square MS-B06 Space Skimming. This is their version of a G1 Cyclonus. Pretty excited. He's one of my favorite Decepticons, and I've been looking for a good version for a good price, and I finally found it. So, that being said, let's get him out of the package and see what he has in store for us. Stay tuned. So quite simply, here we have everything he comes with. He comes with a very decent set of instructions. It's a very simple transformation, so there's not much to be found here, and these do a great job of getting you through the very few simple steps, but you don't really need them. It's pretty intuitive, to be honest. He comes with the card, as always, done on a very nice plastic stock, and nice pictures of the figure on the front and the back. Comes with his weapon, which it's okay, done in black plastic. It's got some sculpting there. Nothing to write home about, but it looks pretty good. And his blaster does fit perfectly into his hand. There is no location that I can find in order to plug the gun or have any kind of storage in vehicle mode, unfortunately. And that brings us to the figure himself. And I gotta admit, the bot mode of this figure is pretty outstanding. A lot of people ask me what faction symbols I use. These are the Toy Hacks Cartoon Sloppy. I really like them. They add a cartoon feel, and they're just the way that they are sloppy. They're not they're not even. They look really good in my opinion. But anyhow, moving on. We have some nice paintwork here, especially on the face. And I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of light piping, but they did a good job with this figure because the eyes don't look dead. They have that red look. And when you do have light behind it, the light piping works amazingly. Wonderfully done. As far as the head, it is just simply on a swivel, but you do get 360 with a turn, no up and down. It's just simply on a peg. So it's a little disappointing. Shoulders, they do have the ability to pull out for transformation, so you can get up to there. So not quite 90 degrees. You do get the full 360 though. 90 degrees worth of bend on the elbow. You do have a bicep rotation. The hands, they do rotate. No pivot. But nicely done. Same on this side. The wings you can manipulate to pose if you want. They do swing out for transformation, but you can adjust them as you see fit. Looking at the chest, love the coloring. You've got gray, orange, black paint here on the pelvis. Looks really good. You have waist rotation and a nice ab crunch, forward and back. Looks really good. Legs can get up to there, all the way back, and if you have the legs straight, you can only get them that far out, but if you give the leg a twist, you can go all the way out. Knees, 90 degrees. Feet, you have quite a bit of motion up and down, and you do have the ability to tilt the toe. But as far as a rocker, it is somewhat limited, but there is still some there. So overall, for an older figure, the articulation is really well done. There's the view from the back. Lots of nice sculpted detail. I love the tail fins on the arms. Some nice black paint there. Overall, very, very fitting for the character. I think he looks outstanding. Just for a comparison, here he is with the New Age Galvatron and New Age Starscream. I'm going to be truly honest. I really do think that he scales well with Galvatron. He was always supposed to be a tall figure, a tall character, and I think that despite being from different companies, they do scale rather well together. Now, I typically do transformation in a separate video, but being that this is such a simple one, I'm going to go ahead and do it here. So I am going to be brutally honest here. The alt mode definitely does leave something to be desired. There's a lot of gapping, a lot of stuff that doesn't line up just right, and it's not a really great representation. It still looks good, don't get me wrong, but robot mode is definitely where this figure shines. But I mean, he does have some nice detail. I love the windshield painted in black. You've got black along the wings, nicely detailed, but you do see the gapping there in between the fuselage and the wings. along the back, along the sides. You got some nice detail there along the fins. It does look good, but it's not as good as it should be, is the feeling that I have, to be honest. The back, obviously those are just the feet. They should have done a little bit more there, to be honest. And then you do have those unsightly holes where the legs meet the back of the jet. So overall, the alt mode is okay. So let's start off with the negative. A little bit of a lack of articulation. Could use a little more paint. But overall, the robot mode is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, it really wouldn't stand up to today's standards as far as articulation goes. But it looks phenomenal, especially for an older figure. The sculpting, the detail that is present is tremendous, but the lack of ankle tilt is going to make it somewhat difficult to get him any kind of a pose other than a standing. Nothing really dramatic, but overall it's a very well put together figure. So it does come recommended from me. Again, I picked mine up from Amazon. They have a few other Magic Square figures, not many, but he is on there. He's actually cheaper than what I was seeing some people offer him up for on Facebook. So if you're interested, definitely head over there and pick him up. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. Anything you can do to help the algorithm steer people towards my channel and help it grow would be really appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.